Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. My name is Vijesh Kumar, and today I'm here with another book review. The novel which I have selected for my today's review is The Reluctant Fundamentalist. A Reluctant Fundamentalist is a novel written by Mohsin Hamid. Mohsin Hamid is the writer of another novel, Moth Smoke. The Reluctant Fundamentalist is the second novel by Mohsin Hamid. The novel is credited with the New York Times best-selling novel and Man Booker the leading literary award shortlisted novel. The novel is a monologue addressed by the Changez, the protagonist of the novel, to an unnamed American. An unnamed American feels uneasy with the sudden talk of a bearded Pakistani in the city of Lahore. This is the time when America is at war with the Islamic forces after Twin Tower attacks. Sensing the fear of the visitor, the narrator, the protagonist in the novel, the narrator in the novel, soothes him by saying that do not be worried about his long beard and consider him his friend. Protagonist of the novel, Changez, is a newly graduate from Princeton University, and he is a New Yorker working as the financial assistant with a large firm. There is a paradox in the title of the novel, A Reluctant Fundamentalist. Novel is in the form of allegory, and the plot of the novel revolves around the love story of Erica, an American girl of elite, and a Pakistani-born immigrant Changez, the protagonist. The relationship between them witnesses many upheavals, and marriage proves to be inappropriate owing to the backgrounds. Erica cannot get rid of her boyfriend Chris, who dies, and she cannot offer her body completely to the Changez. When she sees that she cannot open up with Changez, asks him to impersonate as the Chris, and she imagines him to be the Chris and makes love. Allegorically, Erica stands for American lifestyle, or rather America. Changez stands for an immigrant living in America. America doesn't accept the immigrant as his original identity, but only accepts him when he adopts the American way of life. The American way of life is represented by Chris, the deceased boyfriend of Erica. Erica only shares intimate scenes with Changez when he impersonates as Chris. In the same way, America accepts the immigrant as his own when the immigrant has to leave his original identity and adopt the American way of life. Despite there is a great bond of love and care between Erica and Changez, their bond remains unfulfilled throughout the novel, and they have to part their ways. Changez experiences a paradoxical relationship with America. He feels exalted and elated at being an American with a graduation from Princeton University, and takes massive pride in being a New Yorker and enjoying an enviable social status and having a girlfriend belonging to the elite of the society. Paradoxically, he equally yearns for his life in Pakistan. He feels misfit in the society as he is not received by his beloved the way he is, and he has to conceal his very ideology and impersonate as a Christ to satiate the needs of Eureka. He laments over being available to America, which already teems with affluence of the talent, and leaves his own country, the motherland, which direly needs the talents like his own. This feeling leaves him frustrated. Apparently, being an American and adopting the American ways of life, the protagonist cannot get his hidden head for America, for whom he has sacrificed very identity of his own out, and he feels happy and smiles when he watches Twin Tower attack abroad in TV, and when a man keeps such ideas for America, the American attitude towards Muslims post-attacks to some extent can be justified. Twin Tower attacks has profound influence on the plot of the novel. Erica, who symbolizes America, is overoccupied by the mental illness after the attack and slowly fades away from the life of Changez. He feels unseen pleasure over the idea of someone bringing America to the downfall. He keeps on his beard and settles permanently in Pakistan and teaching in a university, advocating Pakistan cut his ties with America. The novel shows how a man who has never been religious in his life turns to be the religious post-Twin Tower attacks. Some of the critics put it that the novel is an attempt to justify fundamentalism. It highlights that how an individual who has never been a hardcore religious man feels elated during the time when the America needed sympathy the most. On the contrary, it shows very beautifully post 9/11 treatment with Muslims in America. It depends how the Muslims in America, who deemed America their dream country and have sacrificed their services for their native lands and put in all their energies for the development of America, are put in hot waters, and their loyalties are questioned and maltreated in every walk of American lifestyle. The novel shows how Muslims in America became the target of legitimate hatred which didn't end at all. Being monologue, based upon the technique of dramatic monologue, we know more about the life of the narrator and very less about the listener. Not only we know about the life of the narrator, but also the emotional state the narrator had been in and the incident that surrounded America, American ambience, pre and post attacks. Mistrust and tension keep their permanent stay throughout the narration. The novel is a narrative in tone, and narration is so well knit that it neither digresses the reader nor does it make reader feel bored. The novelist has succeeded in maintaining the curiosity from the very beginning to the end. The sense of what next prevails throughout the novel. The novel contains limited characters and is chatty in tone with the very simple diction. A splendid style coupled with simple diction, artistic presentation of the event, narrative style with conversational tone, and the universal theme make a novel must read for the enthusiasts of the literature in general and novel in particular. The novel has had changed the view of Americans regarding the Muslim. Jabril Ballot, the staff writer of the Literary Hub, writes, most of the American students confess to me they came into class with a negative image of the Muslim, yet the novel showed them something new. Extreme times call for extreme reactions. Extreme writing. Hamid has done something extraordinary with this novel. This is what the Washington Post writes about the novel. That's all for today. Thank you very much for watching me so patiently. Stay tuned and stay connected. Thank you very much.